season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180! 44. Right here. Check. Motion out of the backfield. 42. 44 is the mark.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the whip.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
That's around 27-yard line.
Ready, set. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, Kramer. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Kramer. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing his Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Wentz now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And it looks like defensively 6 DBs in the game.
Dre 15. Dre 15. 50. Mike 50. Let's go.
Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check. Great. Check.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. You know, it can be contagious, give you a little momentum. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on 7 change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 26-yard line.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They run the counter. Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Got his man. It's Driver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. Rock it. Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Eagles nothing.
Here we go. 18 Gators. Watch 54. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Kramer, he'll find Driver here. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
90 Wolf. 54.
Throwing on first down. Kramer. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Kramer. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. The kick by Maher is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
The Eagles take over first and 6 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, Sanders. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Go out. Watch the eye. Check 31. Check 31. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Minus 60 Pittsburgh. Minus 54. All day. All day.
On 1st down, Kramer. They'll run the screen with Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Ready.
Looking to throw. Kramer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Come on, D. Check.
Back to throw. Kramer. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. He's got a first down. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Go, Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Going for it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This one from 48 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Kramer. That one complete to Driver. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
To throw on 2nd down. Kramer. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here we go.
On first down, Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 26, check 26.
And some room to work. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
We're pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet. Hey, let go.
Second and 9 now. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Next is for Lions 24, Eagles 3. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Again, it's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
Second and goal at the Lions' 5-yard line.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Bullock good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kramer. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first now. 5 straight completions here in this second. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the gun on 3rd down. Kramer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A running play on first down will give 4 up to the 29. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Wentz now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. On first down, Wentz. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
57. 57 to Mike. Don't let him breathe. Don't. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe.
Now Wentz. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
57. Mike, 57.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Got him in. Open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with a pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
54, let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kramer. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he's got his man on the out route. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Wentz now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside, and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Wentz. But that's complete to Sanders. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Here we go.
They run it with Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. This is Carson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Detroit, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.